Hello there. I'm Dr. Matthew Koze-Dunn. I'm the marketing manager at Teledyne Photometrics, and I've put together a quick video to show you the Kinetix22 in ZEN, to show you the camera's capabilities, the different modes, how the larger field of view can help, and where to access all these settings in ZEN, and generally how the whole thing works. If there's any questions you have that haven't been answered by this, please reach out to us. I put the website at the end of the video, but for now, let's get straight into it. So this is the Kinetix22 in ZEN. Here, you're probably very familiar with this. We're just going to look at the version of ZEN we're using because we're supporting the Kinetix22 in version 3.9. And that's the version we're using today for this demonstration. So if we look at the imaging setup, you can see the Kinetix22 is recognized and it's labeled here on the light path. And then we can go to the camera settings themselves. So here we can see the 2400 by 2400 pixel array. These are 6.5 micron pixels and give it a 22mm diagonal, greater than your typical CMOS. You also have access to all four modes of the Kinetics, which is to say sensitivity, speed for high speed imaging, dynamic range, 16-bit, very nice full well, and sub-electron, where you get the lowest read noise at 0.7 electrons at the cost of speed. But that's what you can use for sensitivity. So here we're going to look at the different modes. We're going to look at dynamic range mode, 20% intensity, 3 milliseconds exposure. We're trying to simulate a low signal regime to show off the sensitivity of the camera. As we can see, nice high quality image. This is a very large dynamic range here in 16-bit mode because it's dynamic range. So you can have very large signals here. And it also works great for multi-channel imaging too. This is sensitivity mode. We've dropped down to 1 millisecond exposure for a much lower signal, but still really high quality image. The camera is very sensitive. Here in speed mode, you can achieve up to 500 frames a second, even more if you squeeze down the region of interest. This is an 8-bit mode, but you can see that even with 255 gray levels here, it still fits in these low fluorescent signals, no problem. Sub-electron mode. This is 0.7 electron read noise. Now we can drive the signal down even further and still get a great picture. Here we're at around 2% light and 1 millisecond exposure. Really low signal, but still, it can easily capture it because you're not read noise limited as much anymore. So as well as the benefits of all the different modes, the Kinetix22 also has a bigger field of view. And we're going to see the benefits of that here. So what we're doing is we're scanning and tiling in X and Y across a large sample. And the bigger your field of view, the more high throughput and high efficiency this kind of imaging is going to be with a large field of view camera like the Kinetics. So this image here is 25 tiles in 24 seconds in 3 different channels, high speed, high resolution, really nice. And that's an area of around 1.1 millimeters by 1.1 millimeters. Now we're going to change the field to 2048 by 2048, a typical 18mm CMOS like the BSI Express, and we're going to compare the same sample. How long does it take us to capture the same area? So this kind of 2K by 2K 6.5 micron pixel camera is something like the Prime BSI Express. It's a very typical form factor. But by having the 22 millimeters, you get such an advantage when imaging either large samples or imaging across these large arrays, maybe multi-well plates, slides, high throughput imaging. The more images you're taking, and the longer you can see it's taking here, the more light dose your sample is getting. So here you can see it took 36 tiles in 30 seconds, which is more images over more time to capture roughly the same area. So this is more light dose because the camera had a smaller field of view. So the 22 millimeters of the Kinetics are really ideal for high throughput and large imaging. The bigger field of view really does make all the difference here. And that's it. That's the Kinetix22 in ZEN. We've shown you all 4 modes. These are very powerful modes that allow you to optimize the settings that you want. And the large field of view really helps to maximize the microscope that you have. If you've got any questions, please swing by our website. If not, thank you very much for watching.